What is going on, everybody? Mark is back here. My last name is DiMattei, in case you were wondering, and I am on Instagram at markdarts. That's MARKD_ARTS. And in this, hopefully short tutorial, I am going to be showing you some hidden features that you may or may not have known existed within the shape tools. For anyone, intermediate or beginner, this is for you. So hopefully this is going to be enlightening and game-changing for you because I feel like not everybody actually knows these tools to the fullest extent, and they actually have some cool features. But pretty much the rectangle tool is straightforward. There's really nothing we can do other than if you hold down shift, we have a perfect square, and that goes really for any other shape tool as well. If you hold down shift, you're going to scale proportionately. Well, if you didn't know this, if you hold down alt when scaling, it scales from the center, and I actually use that pretty much more, if not every time, than just shift scaling. I'll hold down alt and shift, so I scale from the center like that, as opposed to shift only and then scaling like that. I typically want to scale from the center, at least in my preference. So if you didn't know, you can hold down alt for that. Pretty much that's gonna be it for that tool. Anyway, if you want to scale a rectangle from the center, you have to make a rectangle and then scale it after, because you can't hold down shift without making a square with the square marquee tool. All right, moving on to the next one. If you hold down the rectangle tool, we get the rounded rectangle tool. You are not limited to the quarter radius that it is currently sitting at. You can hold down the up or down arrow on the keyboard while you change size, and you can see that you're manually shaping out the quarter radius into a circular form. And that's pretty helpful when you want to do some manual changes to your shape. And you can see now I'm holding down, I'm going back into a shorter radius here. And not to mention, you can click on the screen on any of these tools and it will actually allow you to manually put in, depending on your units. So right now I'm in pixels, and if you wanted to change that, you're going to hit Control R. This is the easiest way. So you open up the rulers and then you can right click the ruler and then you can change what value you're working with. But I'm just going to leave it in pixels right now. If I click the screen, you can actually change the quarter radius manually, as opposed to doing it with the up and down arrow on the keyboard when making the shape. And then you can change the height and the width just like that. And just like the rectangle tool, you can do that as well. You just have less options, just length and width. That's really it. Moving on to the circle tool, it's just going to be, or the ellipse tool, pretty much the same type of jazz with the square tool. If you hold down shift, you will get a circle. If you hold down alt shift, you will scale the circle from the center. And if you wanted to scale a oval or ellipse from the center, you will have to make it first, so you can then scale it, and then you can do all of this fun stuff. But there's really nothing much I can do with that. If you hit the, if you click, you will just get a width and height simply from the ellipse. Now we're getting to the more fun tools where we see some more hidden features. So if we go to the next tool, the Polygon Tool, what you can do with this tool is you can click and then you can choose the sides manually, just like that. And you can choose the radius between the center and the wall. Or you can actually just, while you're scaling, you can do obviously your alt scale and your shift scale, but you can just hit the up and down arrows on the keyboard, and this is how you make a perfect triangle and square, diamond, or whatever, and you can go all the way unlimited amount of sides until it looks like a circle, even though there's going to be hard edges. Just like that. Pretty cool, right? Pretty neat. Same thing with the star. Let's go to the star. If you click, you can actually change the amount of points, and you can change the varying amount of radiuses from the edge, like the farther edge here to the center, and also the closer edge here to the center. And you can also do that manually with the, while you're making the star. So if I actually hold down alt, you could see that the star changes into different types of shape of the star. You can see that it gets a little bit thinner, a little bit more bolder here, and this is a little bit more of a playful star when I let go of alt. Now if I hold down control, you can see that as I go far away, we are now pulling the corners like that. And now if I hold down alt 2, while holding down control will get nulled, and alt will start scaling from the center. Back on control, and I can see that I can mess around with the dimensionality and the mood of the star. This is more of a flare. Now we have more of a playful star, and we can even go inverted like that and just keep playing with it. And this is how you get different types of shapes from our standard and stock shape tools. You may or may not have known that you can even click the screen, but now you know, even if you knew you can click the screen, other ways to quickly edit the shapes on the fly. I'm pretty much not going to go over the flare tool because who even uses this tool? I've never found a purpose or reason to use this. It doesn't look good at all. Yeah, it just looks computer generated, nothing nice. Not going to go over it. So pretty much, guys, there's just a quick overview if you're new to Illustrator or in the middle of, learning. Just some other fun things you can do with the shapes that they give you to really expand onto more shapes and more advanced drawings. Just like a little fun inspiration here, if you ever wondered how to make a perfect arrow without actually hand drawing the arrow, you take the polygon, you make a triangle, right? So now I have a triangle. I can turn that like that, and then I just take my rectangle, ready, and then I can click together the arrow and the rectangle. Click either shape. I'm gonna go with the triangle in this case. Then we're just gonna center. Just gonna move it to the side here, so I know that they're centered. And you can go to the Pathfinder, and you can combine them. So now we have a perfect arrow using just the shapes. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some fun out of this video. I hope you got some knowledge too. And my name is Mark DiMattei. You can find me on Instagram at markdarts. That's MARKD_ARTS. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like what's going on, what tutorials you want me to make. I make videos pretty frequently now, so I'll make it if you ask for it. Thank you guys again. See you on the next one.